What's up, people? I'm actually just making some changes here to the setup. I'm making a video on my Smith right here. Talking about it. I did one the other day, last week or something like that, in Spanish. And a few of you actually asked for the same video in English. So this is gonna be an English version. I just gotta plug in the same exact cabinet that I had on the previous video. So give me a second. So same setup is going from the Mark into the 115 Harkey first gen, and it does have the tweeter. The tweeter is all the way up +6, I believe. I'm not gonna unwrap my cable, but there's no pedal in between. It's just the cable into the amp, and from the amp to the cabinet, there's nothing in between. This is passive. I have the gain 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So it's passive. There's passive. I do have the preamp slightly higher than the passive, so if you listen closely, you're gonna notice that when I go active, it is much louder than passive. Passive, active, passive. So I have the preamp very exaggerated, but it's just for purposes here in the house. So I'm gonna mention a few things that I mentioned in the other video. I might not remember everything I said in the video. It's not a heavy bass. My guess is between 8 and 9 pounds. It's not heavy, and it's not light. It sits, for me, it sits perfect. Like this bass, in a live situation, it's not gonna kill your neck. I had a 6-string, a BSR 6-string, 5M, 6M, and that shit had to be 10 to 11 pounds. It's very solid, heavy, and it was from the actually year 2000. Solid, like it and of course the fretboard, everything is much bigger. The body is bigger. It was bigger than this, so it's a heavier bass. What else? Okay, so the body is swamp ash, walnut strip, matching headstock. See if I can get it in the frame. Matching headstock. It is a 5M from 2016. And this annoys me, the dust, man. Somebody needs to come up with a permanent dust removal something. Well, anyway, this has the silver hardware, so like I said, not a heavy bass. I changed the strap locks. I have the original Smiths, but I use the what are these? I forgot. But anyway, it's I like it. Well, actually, no, my fault. These are the Smiths. I put them back. I had swapped them at one point for these, and I put it back. So these are the Smiths, but I put the black ones. I believe the original ones come silver. I put black. I like black, the hardware. One of these days, I might even just plastic dip the whole the whole bridge. I like black hardware on wood. You know, this color wood. All right, so swamp ash, walnut. The fretboard is Murado and maple neck. It has some figuring in it, not too much, but it's nice. Well maintained. This base is not beat up. Is on the body there's 0 dings. On the cover there's 0 dings. I make sure I don't ding this sucker. And previous owner or whoever had it before me, same thing. So this is passive. Let me show you my pickup height right now. I use the pickups fairly close. I don't dig in much. I'm not the type of bass player to push the string past where it's supposed to go. I don't dig in. You know, if I dig, it's up, not in. You know, I don't play the string in. I pull up. You know, I'm not pushing technically towards the body. I'm pushing up towards the next string. But that's my string height. Should be able to get a feel for. It's pretty low. I have the poles flush on this pickup. The neck pickup, the poles are flush. On these slightly recessed under flush. What else did I mention in the other video? I'm gonna cut this video and then I'll do another clip showing the dip switches on the inside. And so that's passive. And here's active. Everything at half at, flat. I'm gonna go treble all the way, everything else half, treble all the way. It might be bright for my ear, not yours, because this phone has a compressor. Mid-range at half, mid-range all the way, sorry. Treble at half. Bass all the way. My walls are gonna shake, so I can't do this for long. I got neighbors, unfortunately. My cabinet is on the wall, so you already know how it sounds over here. If you're a bass player and your cabinet is on the wall, There's a wall here and there's a wall right. Shit. All right. So, I think I pretty much mentioned everything that I did before. One thing I did, well, I'm gonna mention, was this exact bass. I believe, I haven't confirmed it, was in a NAMM show 2016. Believe so. 2016 or 2017. I gotta go back to the video. Well, the reason why I believe it was at the show is because the figure on this exact, well, no bass is gonna have the exact same figure. Like, the wood's gonna be, different, but the grain and the exact shape of the figure was in a video that I saw somebody testing a bass, and in the background I saw this one. If I'm not mistaken, unless there's another bass with this exact same grain, then it's not this one. But I think it is. I haven't confirmed it. I'm not really pushing to confirm it either. But let me cut the video. Or let me do active with the EQ. Let me see if I could turn the phone down so you can see the. Let me cut the treble off. The amp is flat, by the way, and I'm gonna show you that in a second. So treble cut off, treble at half, mid cut off. Bass cut off, mid at half, treble at half. What else? I can't think of anything else I mentioned in the other video in Spanish. I love the bass, man. I love the bass. I wanted a Smith for years and couldn't afford it. Finally, when I could afford it, I got it. And no regrets. No regrets. No regrets. These basses are very well built. You can tell that these basses are very well built because you look at the ones that are built 80s and 90s. And they're still going with the original frets. The neck is still straight. Preamp hasn't given up. The wood hasn't cracked. So they're well built. It's money well spent, in my opinion. Other people have different opinions. My opinion, yes, it is a lot of money. There's a lot of you out there that say that this is a cheap Smith, this specific model. So if what this costs you consider cheap, you a baller. You got chicken, because this by any means in my wallet is not cheap. But it's a bass very well built, solid. Like, and maybe you could tell with the glare. There's no dings on this at all. No dings. Like, zero. You don't even see like belt rash or nothing. This is well kept. I'd put this one mint condition, my opinion. I put it mint condition. But yeah, let me cut the video. I'm gonna open up the cavity and the electronics, just so you could see the one thing I did mention in the other video, in the Spanish video, basically same video I just did in Spanish, is the material of the cavity cover. It ain't plastic. If you buy Ken Smith and it says Ken Smith bases and this shit is plastic, you got. So, alright. And same thing, I got a cheap battery. In my opinion, I'm not... did I pay $1 for it? I think it was $1. For 2 or 3, I don't know. But anyway. I'm being funny. So those are the dip switches right there. So what are these? What are these you say? These are basically frequencies that you can choose for bass, mid, and treble. So if I want low bass, you know, you put it on the setting. You want mid bass on the bass or high bass. I believe it has 3 per frequency. So there's 3 settings per frequency. So, you know, you get the option to basically tailor what you're boosting, you know. And like I said earlier, I do have the preamp very well boosted compared to passive. So that was it. Let me show you when this baby was born. I ain't gonna give you the serial number, but you could chill. So this baby was born October 10th, 16. Well, it wasn't born. Well, yeah, born. Yeah, that's a born date. So, yeah, I'm just emphasizing on the material. I'm telling you, if you get if you buy one that says this and it sounds like plastic, you got. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it made you laugh, whatever it did. Hope you enjoyed it.